Hi everybody, welcome from the heart of Madrid. This is Fran and today we are in traveling with Fran. And yes, as we promised last Sunday in our cooking class with Ainhoa, I was coming to Madrid and we are going to do a tribute to a very important Portuguese queen of Spain, Bárbara de Braganza, a woman that I love. I'm going to show you Las Salesas Reales, a beautiful little convent from the outside. And the thing, it's 10 minutes walking from Cibeles, the city center of Madrid. And it's one of the spots that a lot of people don't get to see because it's a little bit off beaten path. It's one of those treasures that I would recommend everybody to come and see. Unfortunately, we cannot go inside of it because it's closed today. Well, they open later. But hey, let's take a look at her. So welcome, and let me introduce you to Bárbara de Braganza. There she is. Oh, the sun is not with us. Hello, William. That's her, Queen of Spain. Well, here, where we are right now, unfortunately, it's winter, so we don't have beautiful leaves everywhere around. But what we have, it is the gardens of La Plaza de la Villa de París, the Paris city, Parisian city gardens. Okay, it's a beautiful little garden in the heart of the city of Madrid. As you have seen, there's a playground. It's a beautiful place to come if you have benches. Great place, a little bit quiet. So if somebody has some food and you want to eat over here, this is the perfect spot for you to be here. Okay, so let's see, because the light is on the other side, the sun. So let's see if it decides to work correctly. There we go. That is the tribunal. Today is our superior court, like the main court of Spain, okay? But back then, it was a beautiful, beautiful convent. In these gardens, we have there the sculpture of the queen, and on the other side, here we go, here we are heading towards him, it is the portrait of the king, King Ferdinand VI, okay? This is a very, let's say, difficult moment for Spain, because the Habsburgs left Spain because they had no heirs in the year 1700. And we're talking the years 1720s, 9. Okay? I don't know if we can see anything of him because the sun is right in front of him. Sorry for that. Well, anyway, the important thing is that it was that moment, the moment of changing from the Habsburgs to the Bourbons and the royal family. By the way, today it is the birthday of the King of Spain, Philip VI. He's turning 56 years old. Okay, so we still have the same royal family. Okay, the thing is that this couple, the grandfather of the king, it is from the French crown, the Sun King. Okay, so that's where the moment in history what we're talking about. The thing is that he's not supposedly going to be the king of Spain because his father, he has 3 kids, he's the third one, he's not going to make it. His mother dies, his father marries with a new lady, an Italian woman, Isabella of Farnesio, a very powerful, scary woman. She had too much power. She hated him. She hated Ferdinand, okay, this king that we have seen up there. What's the thing? The thing is that Ferdinand, the king, future king, although he should have not been the king of Spain, he was really mistreated by his stepmom, okay? Isabel de Farnesio kept him in a room outside of everything. Even when he was going to be the king, she wanted him out. Why? Because she also had kids with the king. So she wanted her kids to be king of Spain, not her stepson. So it was not a good relationship. So at the end, they met Ferdinand, married Bárbara de Braganza, okay? A Portuguese woman that he only saw a picture of it. The thing is that the picture was okay, but the day they met, love didn't work, okay? She was not what he was expecting. She was a little chubby woman. She had a lot of problems in her skin. She was not pretty. So but they had to get married because it was an arranged marriage. The thing is that she was one of the sweetest, more loving people he ever met, and he felt in love deeply with her. I mean, he was like deeply, totally in love with her. It was the most beautiful relationship. Unfortunately, well, they were crowned king and king, but unfortunately, babies didn't come. So, as the babies were not coming, and they realized that that was going to be it. As she is not mother of a king, she's just the spouse of a king, she is not going to be allowed to be buried at the royal place in Madrid, okay, which is El Escorial. So they decided to construct this incredible convent for her to be buried in here, okay? We don't have much, because now we only have the church as a religious building, because the rest has now become the Supreme Court. The only thing that we have, let me turn the camera around, from the original convent, it's this gate. Let me see if I can put it up. There we go. That was the original entrance. Now it's just a window, but back then it was the entrance to the convent, okay? That's the original Sagrada Familia, the Holy Family, okay? And that was the entrance to this convent. The thing is that the queen, she was a very intelligent, very intellectual. She cared a lot about her people. And she decided to create this, not just convent, because it was not just a convent. It was a convent, it was a school, it was a church, it was much more than just a convent. And she made this a school for girls, okay? She thought that women could have education, should be educated. So she created this for that. The construction started in 1750, and oh God, she spent so much money into it. I mean, it was one of the most expensive constructions made in Spain. In fact, people from Spain, they made fun of her. Say they would sing to her a song that said, Barbara, her name, Barbara Queen, Barbara the Builder, Barbara of good taste, and Barbara of good spend, because it cost so much money. Okay, so as I said, the construction started in 1750, and it ended the construction in 1757. Okay, let me see if I can come inside of the handrails. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can. Aha, there it is. So it took only 7 years for the construction of this beautiful church, and well, at the end, unfortunately, it was opened in 1757, and she died 1 year later, and she's buried inside of here. In the moment she died, her husband, Ferdinand VI, he went crazy. He couldn't handle not being with her, and he literally went crazy. He only lasted 1 more year, well, in fact 11 months. He couldn't live without her. So he died, and he asked to be buried in here, because his wife is buried here. He's one of the few kings in Spain that is not buried in El Escorial, okay, which I think is a beautiful, I don't know, beautiful treasure of love, because it's really, really cool. Okay, so the thing is that this convent, she brought some nuns from France, okay, and it was nuns that they came from Annecy, and they were nuns of the St. Francis of Sales. That's why it's called Salesas, okay. And the thing is that, okay, in the coat of arms, okay, let's see if I can zoom in. There we go. That is the visitation of the Holy Mary, because the Salesas are always related to her, okay. On one hand, we have the founding father, St. Francis of Sales, okay. So it's a beautiful, beautiful tribute to her. If somebody has a chance to come to see this part, it's a beautiful church. It's still running as a parish. Inside of it, whoop, let me get out of the barricades. As I said, inside of it, you have the royal tomb of King Ferdinand. And if you're lucky and you sweet talk the priest, you may go to the sacristy. And in the sacristy is where you have the funeral piece of the queen. Okay, so fact, they're placed back to back. Okay, so they're buried not together because they couldn't be buried together, but they're back to back. Hey, what else? Something that I love of the city of Madrid is that this place is the place where this beautiful love story ends. But the city of Madrid paid tribute to this beautiful couple. And the name of this street, we're in the neighborhood of Justicia. All of these incredible houses are from the end of 1800s, beginning of 1900s. As you can see, it's gorgeous. Anyway, this street, it is called Bárbara de Braganza. And as it goes, that street that comes over there, it is Ferdinand VI. Okay, it's the name of the two lovers, the two beautiful, beautiful couple that fell in love. And here is where the love comes together. Okay, it's a beautiful, beautiful tribute of love that I love from the city of Madrid. Inside, you have the royal tomb. You have, how do you say, an organ that was bought by Farinelli. You know Farinelli de Castrati? Well, Farinelli, who was at that moment living in Spain, he used to sing in here, and the organ that we have, it was bought for him, and he is the one that made it happen. Okay, so with all of this said, as I said, it was going to be a short little tribute to this love relationship that I love. I don't know if you can hear it in the city center of Madrid. We have birds flying. It's beautiful. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, everybody. I love you all. See ya.